Okay, today's lesson we're going to look at what makes a good map, and then our goal is to learn how to design a map that's really accurate and that one that everyone can use. So by the lesson I want you to explain what a map is and then use the acronym BOLTS. We've got some key words there: map, title, border, legend or a key, scale and orientation, and that's what we're really going to focus on. Here we are, a really basic world map. It's really precise and accurate for a number of reasons. We've got a title, an orientation, a scale and a legend. So it's a really good map. However, maps have different uses depending on what you want to do with them. For example, this map obviously shows every single country in the world, but if I was to give it to you and you wanted to find directions between Wyong and Gosford, this map would be useless. But every map, for it to be accurate, has to have a title, an orientation, a scale, a border, a legend and a key. This is a definition of what a map is. A map is a visual representation of an area. So the maps that you drew in class were exactly that. They were representations, but they weren't very accurate. We're going to look now on the things that make a map accurate. So first thing we need to do is to make a title on our map. You can see that with the red arrow. It's only a small map, and some titles can be very basic, like the one we've got here. It just says world map. Next is a border. Now what I've done, I've made the border slightly darker so you can see what one is. It's just a simple line or a box or a rectangle that goes around the map. This lets us know where the map stops. For example, this world map, we know it's of the world, it's a globe, it goes around and round and round, so there is no end point. Then we have a legend, or another word for a key, or another word for a legend is a key. You can see this key is actually a number key. Some keys are different colors and they're shaded. So you can see some of the tiny countries have numbers, and we can look up what the numbers represent in the legend or key. Then we've got a scale. The scale tells us how much the picture has been shrunken down to fit onto the page. It also helps us to work out distances between place. Then we have an orientation. An orientation is basically a north arrow. You can see it's very tiny in the top right hand corner of the map. Sometimes orientations can be called north arrows. Here are some examples of what north arrows look like. This is pretty straightforward. It's an arrow pointing up with an N to represent north. This is a compass rose, and you have all the main directions. So our acronym at the end that I showed you at the start was BOLTS. That means border, orientation, legend, title and scale. So when you're drawing a map in class and you've been asked to draw it to make sure it's accurate, remember the acronym BOLTS. Okay, that's maps.